Hello, and welcome to my blog post. And this is all around standing up for your needs in relationships and stating your needs. Often in relationships, it's give and take as to how we are in a relationship. So there needs to be balance between sort of stating what we want and also not being too demanding with kind of how we are when we're in that relationship. And specifically, I'm talking about relationships with couples, but this applies to any of relationships that you have that you may be struggling to assert your needs in. So it's always a challenge if we haven't been asserting our needs to kind of do it in a way that doesn't come across as being too demanding or kind of too kind of feeling like we're being too assertive. So it's kind of striking that balance. So first of all, a great thing to do is get clear on what your needs are. Often we know that things aren't quite right. We know we're not quite happy, or our boundaries are being pressed in certain ways, or pushed in certain ways, but we're not sure what it is that we're wanting to change. So this is a really good way of you sitting down, writing out what your needs are, and then practicing saying it in front of the mirror, and practicing saying what your needs are, so that you can kind of own it, and so that when you say it out loud to the person that you're wanting to talk to about this, that you're confident when you're saying it, and that you feel happier saying it. And when you're doing that and practicing in front of the mirror, be aware of your posture and be aware of your breath when you're doing it, so that you kind of hold yourself in a way that puts the best you forward. Be aware of your inner critic voice around your needs. Often when we get into a way of thinking that our needs aren't important, and it doesn't matter if they're not met in particular relationships. So become aware of kind of what your inner voice is saying. Perhaps it's saying, oh, you don't deserve love, or you're not good enough for that, or actually it doesn't matter if that person doesn't treat me in the right way because I don't deserve it, or I'm not loving enough myself, or something along those lines. In some way, seeing that you're not good enough. So being aware of our inner critic voice, we can then start deciding whether we listen to it or not listen to it, and make that decision. And linked to that is being kind to ourselves. Being kind means that kind of listening to the loving voices within us and the more cheerleader parts of us that are supporting us and helping us forward. When you kind of know what your needs are and you're kind of comfortable with how you're saying it, then choose a time that's kind of a relaxed time to be discussing the situation with your partner or friend or something, or whoever it is that you're talking to. In the sense of making sure that you have time together and it's not just sort of sprung on them, gives a better chance of a better outcome in the end. And also how you start it up when you're discussing it. Going in with confrontation isn't the best way of getting a great outcome, and research has shown that when you go in kind of really confrontational with things, then you often don't get the outcome that you want, as if you went in with a softer startup. So these are my tips, and let me know how you get on, and be good to hear from you. Thank you.